Hi, welcome to Toolin Around. My name's Andy Bumatai, and I'll be your host. And this is a new format. What's going on? I'll tell you right after this.
Construction is back, and I'm proud to give a lift to the hard-working men and women building our communities. I'm Doc Bailey of Doc Bailey Cranes and Equipment, a 25-year industry veteran providing cranes and bucket trucks. We are always reliable, always confident, and if there's a problem, we'll never leave you hanging. We service everything we rent and provide some of the best operators. So call Doc Bailey, 888-DOC-BAILEY or 888-DOCBAILEY.com.
Welcome back. Okay, what's up is my bike is down. I've been chasing the leaks in this 50-year-old transmission for about 2 months now and finally realized I'm in over my head. So I took it to my friend Deacon, and he had it apart in 15 minutes. Bearings are worn, shafts are bent, gears are chipped, and he's going to do the job right. But that means I'm out of a bike for a while. In fact, I've decided since, the transmission is out, why not pull the motor and do some other work that needs to be done? So it might be a while before I'm back on that chopper again. But I've decided to try out this new format, which gives me an opportunity to do things a little differently, like interview people. And the interviews will look different. They'll probably look a little more like this. Leo, of all the people you graduate, how many of the students just don't have it and don't graduate?
And some people can't, they just can't ride. So I would say 1 in maybe 75 people can't ride. And for me, from my experience, 100% of the time it's because they can't balance.
Doesn't that look cool? Now, when I interview people, I'll go down there, interview them, come back here, piece it together, and it'll look a little more professional and fun to watch, I'm hoping. Now, there are other things I can do with this format too. For instance, writer impressions, which I intend to do more of. They might look a little like this. Take, for instance, when I did a writer impression on this 2016 Fat Boy that I rode for a couple months.
In this segment, I'm going to be doing a writer impression of this 2016 Fat Boy Low. And it's sort of a farewell because they're discontinuing this model. In 2017, they'll only be offering the Fat Boy Low S. Now the difference is this has 103 cubic inches and the Fat Boy S will have 110 cubic inches and a hydraulic clutch and cruise control and other bells and whistles. But I gotta tell you, I really like this bike.
Now, another thing about this format, I'm hoping that the format lends itself to better covering motorcycle legislation. For instance, Street Bikers United here in Hawaii recently got a bill passed through the House and the Senate that would allow motorcyclists to filter. Now, what that means is when traffic is stopped, a motorcycle can go through the middle of the cars or on the shoulder. Excuse me. And this is not to be confused with lane splitting like they do in California when the traffic is moving. Now, this bill still needs to be approved by the governor, but if it is, then there's about a year of the Department of Transportation putting up signs and such, letting people know where it's legal to do this, because it won't be legal everywhere. Some of the roads are very narrow here in Hawaii, okay? But I would like to cover that should it get passed, maybe even talk to the governor about it. And this format, I think, is more conducive to that. Also, you'll notice on the bottom there's a little crawl that is announcing upcoming events, things that are going on, and even some headlines. For instance, this SBU victory. But again, still needs to be signed by the governor. And also, I'd like to mention that primarily, as we try out this new format, it's basically about things in Hawaii. But I would like to expand that beyond, because on YouTube, you never know when people are watching and where they're watching, right? For instance, in June, I think it's the 24th and 25th, Born Free, and I'll be in California and intend to try to make it there on that Saturday. I have some gigs in Vegas and up and down California, and yes, I'll be doing them on a motorcycle, a Harley-Davidson provided by Las Vegas Harley-Davidson. So that's what's up with this new format, and later on I hope to take video contributions from you and information that you would like to have on the show. And if it takes off, who knows, you know? We'll have our own news cycle, pardon the pun. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.